My hope was to show you that we're more similar than we are different, and that you don't really understand Tupac, Kendrick, or Drake. But I'll take it a step further. After making the comparison between Tupac and Drake, a lot of you said you have no idea what you're talking about. In fact, Tupac's more similar to Kendrick, and I actually would agree. You guys never read the source material for either. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers bleeds a new earth. If you listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers with the context of a new earth and the actual want to understand a different perspective of Kendrick Lamar, you would actually see that there is so much more to him than what you would like to believe, and that perhaps he's more like Alan Watts than he's like Tupac. But that would also be false, because when Tupac's letter to Madonna came out, you all would have seen the truth about what Tupac felt about the Black community. Because this signed letter breaks down the fact that for Tupac, at least in his previous perceptions, he felt due to his image, he'd be letting down half of the people who made him who he thought he was. Who he thought he was. What does this have to do with all three? Well, if Kendrick Lamar loved Eckhart Tolle, but then turned around and did exactly what he had to do for the culture to feel like he was being authentic, well, then he was typecast. If Tupac loved Shakespeare and Macbeth and wanted to be able to be in a relationship with Madonna, but felt like he had to be something for the culture to be authentic, well, then he was typecast. And if Drake is treated like he's not a Black American man and doesn't have an understanding for the culture, despite the fact that his father was a Rolling Stone from Memphis who absolutely loved the culture and taught him to love the same, because of the choices that he made that are outside of Black culture, it just means that he's the other side of the coin. I could be wrong, but I don't think Tupac even got the chance to find out if he actually wanted to go through with what he wrote in the letter. Kendrick has decided to do the opposite of what he said he wanted to do for the Black community based on his album. This is just the way I see reality as someone from the outside looking in. My homegirl from London asked me, why is everything so black and white to you? Why are you always talking about black and white? Like every time we start talking about a problem or food or anything, like you're always talking about things from a black or white perspective. Like, why can't it just be the culture that it is? Why can't it just be like a thing that has nothing to do with color? And I was just like, because you're not Black in America.